what it do? Welcome back to the Week Field. This is a real quick message for me, for you. Um, we don't know what is going on in the energy, but we definitely are picking up the number 15. We're picking up devil toxicity, watermelon juice we're drinking. But I guess it's kind of weird to try to start explaining the channel message that we're getting. Channel messenger here, Lati here at Tears of Throw Show. You show enough, never know what you're gonna get. We are feeling the energy of being overwhelmed. Hey Monica, this is gonna be a real quick message. We only got a few minutes to do it, but after the rising message, we kind of talked about our hair and build up and all kind of gunk and how it bothers us. We sat here and combed out like 4 locks trying to get the build up out. And as much as we were able to comb out and release, it just felt like it was more releasing that needed to be done, more cleaning. Hello. Thank you so much, Bobby, for topping in. I appreciate you. Um, we were picking up the return of the divine feminine energy, and we pulled a card, and skill is coming through behind that. But just to read this card real quick, it says the world is bereft of feminine consciousness. And we were literally talking about this on the rising message about bringing back the divine feminine energy and honoring it. It says to bring Mother Earth back into balance, we must bring back our awareness of her. Language is a barrier between us. And it was giving me like the gunk, the buildup of conditioning, like the things that we do without really knowing and not understanding, like not having a knowing or understanding of self and what you need to do to nourish and take care of you, right? It says her roots are intertwined, like we were talking about our locks, like it attracts stuff in the hair is intertwined and stuff gets kind of clumped up and locked up in it. It says her roots are intertwined with the essence of Mother Earth, for she too is feminine. Woman is the keeper of the planet and must not let her energy be uprooted by the male systems within man or woman. We are all in need of world harmony. Yes, because we were picking up harmony heavy. Mother Earth has been misunderstood, but she is the universal link. She is the womb for all that lives. Feminine consciousness is the energy that embodies the wisdom you need at this moment. So definitely gonna leave that there as the overall energy. And we see witness is coming through. It's given like your soul, like your sacred witness that can observe all things. And when you touch base with your sacred wisdom, the sacred wisdom of the sacred witness, you begin to see things in a different way. Y'all, when I was combing out if for some reason it was like we gave the message and was like being okay with the things that were embedded because it was a product of our learning, our misunderstanding and knowledge of self and what we needed to do to care for us uniquely and individually. And then it was like we don't like anybody to see it. Like it's so evident. And then I got the image of a scar, right? Like a scar that you would have on the body as a reminder of a wound that you had from being injured. And the wounds and the scarring gives us character. Like people see it, they know that you've been hurt, they know that there's a story behind it. It speaks to perseverance and triumph, the ability to be a conqueror or an overcomer despite whatever happened, despite what's going on. Like, you healed from it. And they were giving me the energy of the things that were embedded, how it was giving it strength, and to comb it out, right? It actually weakens the lock, and then, we end up having to repair it by removing what was already embedded. And all of a sudden, we got overtaken by this energy. It felt obsessive, like we had to get it out. We had to just keep combing it and combing it and combing it and get it out. And when we got it out, we still felt bad, like shit, we just ruined a whole lot trying to clean it up. So it was giving me this feeling of being overwhelmed. And then cleaning it up, it was like it was making me see more that needed to be cleaned. I started walking around the house and it was like, shit, look at this in these corners and these cracks and crevices. Like when you start to see the window sills need to be cleaned out. Like you need to pull all this stuff off the shelf and dust all of that out and clean it out. Like, look at this mess. That's what I started getting the vision of. It was like mess over mess over mess. And then I started seeing somebody who just was like overwhelmed by the realization of how much that had been left undone. Like, how did it get this way? How did it get so out of control? How did I allow this, like, type of energy? And I just started to feel supremely overwhelmed. Like, everything needs to be cleaned. I need to clean up the whole house, like from the bedroom, from the kitchen to the bathroom, the office, the basement. And it was like, what the shit is this? How did we let this happen? I almost wanted to take the whole house, take the roof off, and dump it upside down in the garbage and just like take a freaking power washer and go through everything and wash it all down, right? And just start all over. And then the thought of doing all of that work, I felt even more overwhelmed. Like, where the fuck do I start? Like, just completely out of it. So, I'm seeing the Ten of Wands for somebody is giving me this energy of being completely stressed and completely overwhelmed by the things that need to be done to clean things up. It was giving us, like, sometimes we don't want people to see what's really in the inside. All the things that has happened to me. What's embedded on the inside. Like, they're gonna think something about me. They're gonna think that I'm dirty, right? That's what it was giving me. Yeah. And we're getting a Chariot, determined to move forward, right? And look, it's giving like this little one, they always get like they have something going on, like they've been injured. And it's obvious, like you can see it, right? They do have support, they still can move forward, but it's like something that's so evident, or you feel like everybody can see it. And it's like being hyper vigilant about either cleaning it up, repairing it. For some, it could even be covering it up. But it's like, what the shit? Yeah, see, thinking that everybody could see it. It's out in the open. It's illuminated. It's exposed. Wow. Yeah, I don't know what this energy is, y'all, but it felt supremely overwhelmed. Look, I don't know what this energy is. It feels so confusing and like trying to figure it out. And it's giving like the thinking, the projection that everybody can see, confusion. I'm moving forward, trying to be like determined to go forward despite of the confusion. And I'm even getting that somebody being confused and having a realization of why you're confused. Why do you feel this way? What is this supreme, overwhelming energy that's like driving you to either release some things, clean up some things, cut away from some things, reorganize some things, reset some things, declutter some things? It was like really giving me like, I really have to clean this up. But I don't even know where to start. It's so much. Like every area needs to be cleaned. And I'm the only person here that's either equipped to do it or I'm just here by myself and I have to do it myself, and I feel so overwhelmed with trying to do it, to get it done. See, independence by yourself. It does feel like energy. It does feel like time to do it, like you are capable. But it's like the confusion in the beginning and needing to see what is it that I need to do. To be able to see your own energy. To find the strength or even be hopeful in like, I can do it. I can get this done. There's something here. This one. Yeah, see, Four of Pentacles. It's like control and confusion. It could be others trying to hold shit back. It could be partnerships, you know, not feeling like you can trust another person to help you. Or maybe in the past, relationships, you know, like you didn't have support and end up feeling like you had to do everything by yourself. Somebody may have had the opportunity or the energy to help you and they may have withheld it from you, right? And look, we're getting Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. We're getting illusions here with the moon, and we're getting justice, like trying to make things right. Come through the illusion or understand something so that you can get back to balance, you can get back to harmony. Justice, harmony, balance, and like understanding it. Yeah, see, temperance, balance, harmony. It's definitely giving me that energy. And I don't know if it's the spirit that's really driving us to clean things up, revealing things to you, things that are deeply embedded, deeply rooted, that may be stopping you, might be blocking you, right? It's like all this product buildup had me feeling like glue, like it was stuck, like it was preventing the flow, right? Like everything couldn't be moisturized, everything couldn't, it couldn't just flow through because it was so much gunk that was stuck that was preventing the flow of energy. Look, hangman, like a delay, like a pause, like it was causing some sort of stoppage, some sort of blockage, and we were just compelled to get it out, to remove it. Almost to the point where we wanted to get the scissors and cut it off. Like, okay, we could just cut like right here and just schwa, cut it off and it would all be gone and we done. But then there was something about it that the spirit wouldn't allow us to do it. It was like, no, it's useful in some sort of way. Divine Mother, the feminine. You want this one? What's that? Look, it's a masculine. Masculine ego, right, is what I'm picking up. And that's what it says. Mother just says she is the womb for all that lives. Feminine consciousness is the energy that embodies the wisdom you need at this moment. It says she is the keeper of the planet and must not let her energy be uprooted by the male systems, right? Within a man or a woman. And this King of Wands is giving me male ego. Systems of control. Underneath that leadership and needing to be free, needing to be honored as the womb of everything that lives. Like coming into that understanding. And just because she's been, is given the gunk of product buildup. I'm telling y'all, this something I cannot get away from this analogy, this metaphor, right? Conditioned and product buildup that's gunking up the system of all things. It's like something that needs to be cleaned up. And it's giving me the removal of that male ego that's suppressing the divine feminine energy. And it's almost like when she comes into awakening, like in realization, coming out of the confusion, attempting to come back to balance, it's like shit. It's so much that fucking needs to be cleaned up. Like every room needs to be cleaned up. Like Gaia, the whole planet needs to be scrubbed down. It's given like she would pass out yellow gloves to everybody and say, get your hands in here, and with some soap, some rags, some brushes, and throw some Comet and clean this shit up. It's given like such a mess has been made. It's almost overwhelming to figure out where to start, Ashe. That's what I'm picking up. It literally put my hands on my head and I was like, oh my God, how did it get like this? It's giving this male egoic leadership. My bad, y'all. That's what I'm picking up. Yeah, and it's something about, having the energy to do it ourselves. We can clean things up. We have time and we have energy to do it. It's about getting clear, having an understanding, coming into enlightenment, coming into balance, having the strength, the courage, and the determination I'm hearing force and fortitude. So it's something about this chariot that's forcing change for somebody. It's giving like a breakthrough. Like you can do it, you can drive this chariot, you can move things forward. Yeah, Knight of Cups. It's something about the love and what's being offered. It's giving player. It's giving, look, the male ego that's affecting not only men but also women. That's what I'm getting. Very immature way of not of thinking things, and it's not immature like just like you know what I mean. Like I'm struggling because they're trying to tell me it's like it's not mature. It's not grown up. And the only way that they can mature is to understand that the divine feminine is the womb. She is the mother of all living things. Right? Of all things. She births out all things. And if you are not understanding that, then you sit in this night energy. Right? It's like they only come into fullness and true maturity and real leadership and authority like emperor status when you understand how to honor the divine feminine that birthed it all. That's what it's giving me. And it's like being denied for so long and not having help, not having support, not being honored, and then you waking up and being like, shit, I gotta clean all this up. I don't know why it's coming through like that. That's what I'm getting. Two of Wands. Somebody's going to have to make a decision on which way to go. Always get you crossing paths with somebody the way that these two wands are crossing. But because it's giving like an intersection point, like a meeting point. I always get called to that. It's not either this, just this or that, but it's something about the cross, about the intersection. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles is definitely giving earthly energy. Like choosing the path and choosing the direction. Right? And it's something about honoring the Queen of Earth. Right? The Queen of earthly energy. The womb that births all things. Yeah, Page of Swords. I'm hearing immediately learning. Learning and understanding what is it really, in terms of the divine feminine energy. Understanding that the world is bereft of feminine consciousness. Again, we talked about earlier today that, she's been suppressed, right? Almost dismissed, turned into a ghost for some theologies, beloved, where we have some individuals or societies that do honor the divine feminine, is many that do not. And it's something about that male egoic attitude, position, belief system, right, that's very immature, and how it offers its essence, its love, even onto other male counterparts and definitely women. It's something about how she's looking at him. It's almost like looking at him not just for leadership, but other provisions, and not understanding what she has in self. Yeah, King of Swords is given. She has the intelligence that's built in, what she needs to bring things to balance. That's what's in the middle. We saw the moon, again, balancing out the illusions. It's like coming out of the sleep, coming out of the slumber. So this week, we definitely been picking up our soul speaking to us and calling to us from within, your sacred witness, and trying to get you to observe, to question, who am I and what would I do if I was not afraid? Yeah, King of Cups is here. It's definitely giving balancing emotions, or even the male's emotions being fully mature and balanced to give honor to the Queen of Earth. Like honoring the divine feminine. Yeah, because it's giving a stalemate energy. Right? Look, stalemate, and we're getting a Ten of Swords. Harsh ending. But here's the Queen of Swords. Right? It's giving, I'm hearing the words like coming out swinging, like cutting your way out, cutting your way through the bullshit, cutting your way through the thicket. It's giving forging new pathways, bringing forth new understanding, new knowledge. or a return of knowledge, the return of this energy, what has been missing in society. Yeah, see, it's definitely giving grief and heartache, this sadness. I'm definitely picking up very heavy grief, heavy sadness, like brokenheartedness. And it's even giving me the question of like, do they even miss me, right? Do they miss me? Do they know me? Type of energy. Yeah, look, here's the Ten of Wands. I was getting burdened, like heavy stress. And it's something about being able to lay the burdens down, being strong enough to handle it. Cause see, Ten of Wands in reverse, it always gives me like you don't feel strong enough to handle it. Overwhelmed. See this right here, she got a lot going on, but it always gives me like you have the strength and the ability to handle it, to build. You can push this weight. But when it being in reverse, it makes me feel like you don't feel strong enough to handle it. Like coming into realization, the grief, the brokenheartedness, understanding that you've been kind of like the world is bereft of the feminine consciousness, how it has been suppressed, how it has been held back from you, how it would give you a whole nother part of the story and help you understand what's really embedded in you. How can I handle all these things? How can I manage it? Right, especially when I'm up against a belief system that leaves me out of it. Like it's basically turning me into a ghost, like I don't exist. That's what it's giving. Like no honor. And you're the one that gives the gift. Like you birth it. You birth. Look, what? Ace of Cups to the Hierophant. And we see death and transformation here, changing things. Like the truth is, you know, like, it's something about wisdom and truth that I'm picking up. Wise counselor, I'm seeing sacred witness. Like your soul knows that something's missing. And I even got the sentiment, the energy of like, even when I would clean the lock out and I would comb it out and I would get all that gunk out, like, whew, it's all gone. Then I would see how much hair I lost because I combed it all out, and then like twist it back together. Okay, that feels good, but then now it's not as consistent as the rest. It's not, you know, filled with all this shit. And then I would feel like, well, you know, why do I still not feel satisfied? I got it out, right? Why don't I feel satisfied? It's almost like not feeling complete or satisfied with the result. I didn't feel comfortable with it being there. I didn't feel comfortable when I combed it out. And then I started seeing how much they needed to be cleaned up. I started feeling like none of this shit is, what am I supposed to do? Like, what is the purpose? Have you ever felt like that, like no matter what you do, it didn't seem purposeful or you didn't feel fulfilled either way? I don't feel fulfilled if I stay. I don't feel fulfilled if I go. I'm caught somewhere in the middle, like Two of Wands. Which way do I go? I'm determined to move forward. I know that I have the energy, the time to do it by myself. But either way, I have to choose which direction to go. That's kind of like what I was feeling with that too. Like being caught at the crossroads. Getting out of the stalemate with other energies or social conditioning, right? You getting a new understanding, but it still can leave you feeling lost. Like, which way do I go? It's so much shit to clean up. I almost feel overwhelmed and ill prepared to handle it. Yeah, see, it's giving anxiety. Like this energy. Like, what is it that I need to do? How do I change things? Manipulation. We see this emperor coming down here, and now we got judgment. This is coming right out of the gut. It was giving me very sick energy around like the sacral chakra and the solar plexus. Sun energy being right here in the middle. Like being able to transmute all of this, to understand what does it mean. It's almost like digging for meaning and for purpose, even in the mundane activities of life. Being able to accept self, everything that's down in you, the remnants or residue of the shit that you've been through, what you knew and what you didn't know about you, how to care for you, how to decide for you, how to take care of you. It's almost like a woman who's coming out of, like, what was it, in the 50s or the 50s? We got the Credit Act where women could actually have bank accounts and shit, right? So it's like coming out of that space. You've been up underneath this male leadership that didn't always have your best intention, and they did not always honor you as a divine feminine and everything that you could do to magnify life, to birth it, to bring it, to create it. And then after being suppressed and held back for so long, ooh, here's a change, or the law, justice coming through, and you are able to be free and to do you, and you don't know what the fuck to do. I've never had to have a bank account before. I don't even know how to manage one. You know what I mean? It's like having to relearn everything all over again and seeing how much of a mess everything is and needing to clean it up. It's giving magician and this wand, the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups, like everything being new. Completely refreshed. But this Nine of Swords is telling me, like, it's like worried about what to do. Even the judgment and taking authority or judgment around other male energies. It's something with this chessboard that's catching me. Because even in a game of chess, right, the feminine is there to protect the king. There's no protection for the feminine on the board in chess, right? Like everything else, all other knights and pawns and shit, right? They supposed to protect the queen, but the strategy of the game is to protect the king. What's protecting the divine feminine energy that births everything? She doesn't. She doesn't have protection. Not under this system, not in this game. Yeah. And see, look at her. 8 of Cups. Look at this journey. Okay, you talking about moving forward is giving me that Chariot. And now that you moved, it's like, shit, I'm tired. I just had to do all this shit by myself. 9 of Pentacles. Expending all this fucking energy, and it ain't nobody here to help or protect me. That's what I'm getting. And I don't have the cell phone now, y'all, so it's in my pocket. I can't see all the comments. And I love y'all. I do. I got a few more minutes to get this out. But it was just hitting me. It was sitting so heavy. I had to message it. Anything else in this deck? Because I feel like I picked up the wrong one. Thank you, beloved. This one. Let's get the little one. And then we're going to call it. We'll probably be back later for a real evening message. But we got this. It just was hitting us. And for some reason, again, the more and more we clean, the more we feel like we sought to be cleaned. Like, shit, I'm trying to clean up all this fucking mess. And the more I clean up, the more shit I see to be cleaned up. Like, how did it get like this? And it's giving me trapped under this male egoic patriarchal system is what it's giving me, unfortunately. Knight of Swords. And we see the 2 of Cups. What is this, Spirit? Please give us some insight on what this is. 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands. That's the struggle. And it's something about being angry or having to make quick decisions about partnerships, honoring one another, feeling like you need help, because of being held back in partnerships, like you're giving everything to honor another person, but you're not getting what you need back to be supported. And it's something about fighting the social conditionings of how we relate to one another. I'm definitely getting this stalemate. Yeah, it's a message here. Page of Wands. Not just new inspiration, but I'm getting communication. I'm getting a message. And it's like she's struggling. It's like attempting to bear the weight. And you don't have support. Look, 2 of Wands. Which way do we go? How do we fix it? And I keep hearing crossroads. Crossroads, like at a crossroad. It's almost like, when something's been held back for so long is giving back against the wall energy, like coming out swinging. Like I will no longer be held back. I will be no longer be repressed. You will not continue to silence my voice, beloved. The world is bereft. I'm hearing she's needed, even by those who don't know that she's needed. She's not just a spirit, she's not just an energy, right? It's something about secrets being revealed or revelation, right? And here's the tower coming down to anybody that's trying to control her energy, control her spirit. Yeah, we're getting the Emperor, Four of Wands, relationships, Nine of Pentacles, and Seven of Pentacles, working hard, feeling like by yourself to get to it, independent, being able to do it, being energetic, feeling like you have the strength and the power to overcome this whole, and I'm hearing system, right? This system of control, a system that dishonors you, a system that blatantly dismisses you, that suppresses you, when none of this shit could work or exist without you. I'm hearing, how could they do that to you? And she feels angry. She feels upset. She feels angry. She's like, I'm the secret that moves all of this shit. That's what I'm getting. And you will hold me back? Make it hard? Make me struggle for voice, for presence, to be noticed? And it's even giving me back, like holding me back from all of my children, right? Like we need divine feminine energy. I just have to read this one more time and then we're going to let this go until we come back later, y'all. Thank you. The world is bereft of feminine consciousness, right? To bring Mother Earth back into balance, we must bring back our awareness of her. Language is a barrier. It's given like how we speak, that stalemate energy to a source, right? Source is also communication. And with it crossing, it's a barrier there. They're not understanding us and we don't understand them, right? It's given like we need to learn how to honor one another. And the whole system, most of it has been rigged to support the male ego, patriarchy. But if there's no honor for the divine feminine or the divine mother in that system, she's suppressed, which is why the world is bereft. It says, they want me to read that sentence again. Language is a barrier between us, but woman has always communed with woman in an unspoken language. So it's definitely given divine feminine energies are speaking, right? And we don't have to use words in order to say it. It's the energy. The energy is rising. The energy is speaking. She's making herself known. It's given a calling from the soul. It's given a quickening. It's given an awakening. Right? It says, her roots are intertwined with the essence of Mother Earth, for she too is feminine. Woman is the keeper of the planet and must not let her energy be uprooted by the male systems within man or within woman. See, the systems, this leadership, right? That's within man or within woman is what they're giving me. It's something with that because they're putting it in a challenge. And it's also giving me that masculines don't come into full maturity until they can understand how to honor the divine feminine energy. It says, we are all in need of harmony, world harmony. Mother Earth has been misunderstood, but she is the universal link. She is the womb for all that lives. And she had me stop right there. She said she didn't come from a he came from she. She is the womb that from which all things that lives come through. She did not come from a rib, is what she's telling me. That's another lie against the divine feminine energy. Feminine consciousness is the energy that embodies the wisdom, high priestess, you need at this moment. So it's definitely given. Divine feminine is rising. She's woken up, and she's not very happy about the condition of her house, beloved. She said it's time for us all to put some gloves on so we can clean this shit up. Thank y'all so much for joining me here for this quick message. We'll be back later. If y'all enjoy messages like this, you know what to do. Hit the button, subscribe, beloved. Make sure you hit the bell so that you know when we go back live. And also know that I love you. I do. I love you just like I love me, you know, according to my own capacity. I can't love you more than I love myself. I love you for being here, for coming back, for listening to the messages, to allowing your mind to expand in these types of ways, you know what I mean? Just to discover, question, right? You know what I mean? And do your own research to show yourself approved. I love you just like I love the Alpha, the Divine Feminine, the Omega, the Divine Masculine, that made us all to be its children. The infinite intelligence breathing every pixel in every piece. I love you. To the next now. This one's done. I shave me.